Hi beautiful souls, it's Tan back here with another astrology moon sign video, and today we're talking about the Taurus moon. So before you go ahead and watch this video, I would recommend that you watch my moon sign introduction video first. So I'm going to leave a link to that up there and the description box below, so you can kind of have an idea about what kind of concepts and theories that I'm going to be using in this video. So the way I'm going to be proceeding with this video is that first I'll talk about the Taurus moon as an infant and what their needs were, and then we'll go on to talk about the Taurus moon's relationship with their mother, and then we'll discuss the ingrained unconscious habit patterns of the Taurus moon that is a result of conditioning during infancy. So it's really the kind of lower vibration of this moon sign and not its true potentials of this moon sign or any moon sign. And then we'll talk about how you can decondition these ingrained habit patterns so that you can be a higher vibration of your moon sign. And then we'll talk a little bit about what it's like to be in a relationship with the Taurus moon, and ending the video with talking a little bit more about the highest potential of the Taurus moon. So when the Taurus moon was an infant, they generally had their physical needs met quite well. When they needed a bottle, someone was there to give it to them. When they needed to sleep, someone was there to put them to sleep. They had these needs met so well that the Taurus moon kind of associates having physical needs met with also having emotional needs met. So this is not taking into account aspects to the moon, but the Taurus moon usually had a relationship with the mother that was quite typical, where the mother was the amazing provider of all these physical needs and comfort. So the general habit pattern of the Taurus moon is one of constantly needing to be full, metaphorically of course. There is a fullness of emotions that needs to be met, and this comes with getting the physical needs met, like getting enough sleep, getting lots of sleep, eating the right kinds of foods, working out and really sweating, or having a large collection of nail polish in your drawers. There's nothing wrong with that really, as long as the Taurus moon person can kind of maintain those things consistently, and that's what you as a Taurus moon want to do. So there's a bit of a stubbornness and inflexibility that comes with this moon sign, because not all situations in life can really provide one with the fullness. And the Taurus moon individual, well, you as a Taurus moon, can sometimes avoid situations where you don't get this fullness met at the expense of other people, and sometimes at the expense of your own personal growth. And this is a result of you as a Taurus moon needing to be consistently, or having consistent fulfillment of being full when you were an infant. And Taurus is a fixed earth sign, meaning that you're going to be very comfortable in your comfort zone and not really wanting to change any of the patterns that you had, habit patterns that you had when you were younger. Not really wanting to step out of your comfort zone for whatever reason that might be. So what can kind of happen is that you as a Taurus moon at some point in your life may face situations of lack, of deprivation, of material lack. This is when you are really forced to change. This is when the Taurus moon person is really forced to find stability within themselves and not with external material things. Outside material, touchable things. You then come to realize your own value, your own self-worth, and what true abundance really is. There is a detoxification that happens. First with the Taurus moon's possessions like money, their car, their house, their job. Lack of sufficient money is replaced with emotional and intellectual exchanges, because money is an exchange, right? But we're exchanging material things. When you don't get to do that, we tend to exchange our feelings, our emotions, and our knowledge. Lack of a house is replaced with actual home, people, family and friends and people who are willing to be our shelter when we need safety. Lack of a car or our convenience is replaced with a deep understanding of human efforts, the significance of human efforts. Lack of a job is replaced with more time to really evaluate our true purpose in the world. Once this happens, there's an actual detoxification of the Taurus moon's unconscious, ingrained habitual patterns, conditionings. There's a realization that, hey, I felt more alive and real than ever without all of my material attachments to my comfort. You still have comforts, but you're willing to step out of it if you really need to. You realize that true abundance is having a refreshing spirit that is filled with the emotional exchanges, emotional experiences that you gain within yourself without having to get it somewhere outside of you, without having to get it from external material attachments. To really be happy with this one and only magical body and soul. So if you're in a relationship with a Taurus moon, the most important thing you need to know is that this person is really going to have it in their nature to kind of let things unfold as it should, rather than, having to force things to happen in life. Depending on their other placements, usually a Taurus moon person finds it really hard to stick to a tight schedule in terms of their personal life because they don't like to have to force themselves to do something to meet a deadline, because that means it's no longer pleasurable, and Taurus likes pleasure. So if they had to choose between kind of meeting the deadlines in terms of their personal life and engaging in activities that really meets their senses, that engages their senses, they'd probably choose the latter. So you're going to kind of need to understand this laid-back attitude about them. The second thing that you need to know is that your Taurus moon partner is going to have a very successful way of coping with their emotions, and it's going to be through doing something that meets their five senses or doing something with their physical body, like eating or going running. This makes them very tough people that can get through any obstacles in life, because once they found that thing that really works for them, they're going to stick with it, and it will always work, and they will always be using it. So in a way, they'll have a way to calm down and really de-stress. So I think we've kind of talked about the lower energy vibration of the Taurus moon already, but of course with a bit of habit adjustment that all the moon signs can do, the Taurus moon person can be at their highest energy vibration. So like I said, you can really get through any obstacles in life because you have a fixed strategy that works for you. This also makes you a solid foundation for your family and friends. This also makes you a shoulder for the people you love to come and cry on. You are going to feel for them, but you aren't necessarily going to be emotional with them, and this makes you a very reliable and warm, trustworthy person for them to come to in tough times. I like to think of a Taurus moon people as really the leader when it comes to the emotional realms. So that's my take on the Taurus moon. If you have a Taurus moon, please leave a comment below. Let me know what your experiences have been like, and have you deconditioned yet? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and to see more astrology videos. And thank you so much for everyone who has been with me coming along on these astrology growth journeys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon, guys. Bye.